I'm following up on Moses. He's he's in the deserts. He's in the fields, in the valleys. He's raising his son. He's loving his wife. He's taking care of the sheep that Jethro has asked him to take care of. So he's part of the family. He's part of the family business. He's a long way from Egypt. He's a long way from the suffering of his brethren there. And in his heart, there's something gnawing it won't let go of him. And he can't let go of it. And he doesn't know what to do with it. And time is passing. And life is very quiet for him. And there's no action whatsoever. So here he is. He's in the desert and he's watching the sheep. Let's consider and let's see where he goes on now, because he's about to have an experience that is kind of different. In verse 1 of chapter 3 of Exodus. Now Moses kept the flock of Jethro, his father-in-law. Now Jethro is a very important man. He's the priest of Midian, so he's actually with people. But he led the flock to the backside of the desert. You know, at this moment, I'm wondering, Moses has had this thing in his heart now for 40 years, and I'm wondering if he hasn't begun to consider that just possibly something's going to change in his circumstances that allows him to satisfy the hunger in his heart and actually do what's in his heart, that God is actually going to do something with him. And, you know, it's really possible that he had that sense, but he couldn't tell for sure. But he came to the mountain of God, Horeb. That's called the mountain of the Lord. And the angel of the Lord appeared to him. An angel appeared to Moses in the backside of the desert. Something wonderful is about to take place in a flame of fire right out of the midst of a bush. So here's this angel in a bush, but it looks like that angel is in the form of fire, and the bush is not being consumed. It's just on fire. It's got flames coming up out of it. And Moses looks at it. What? Now just consider for a minute your own situation. What if you've been waiting for a promise in your life that hasn't come to pass? Time is going by. The world's going by, changing. You're getting less and less active. You seem to have less and less entrance into the ministry. And there you are, waiting, and probably somewhat discouraged. But you know what? This is God, and He's working in you to bring you into His purpose and a vessel fit for the work that He has for you, so that you can actually do what He wants you to do, not like Moses by killing the Egyptian. So you be patient and you just wait it out and expect something too. You know, faith doesn't just wait, faith expects. So here's Moses, and I have an idea that his faith, that he was expecting something, that life had changed somehow in him, and his heart had changed, and he's ready for something, and the angel appears to him as a flame in a bush that's not being consumed. And Moses said, I'm going to now turn aside and see this great sight, why the bush is not burnt. So it's a ways away, and he sees this bush burning and yet not being consumed. I'm going to go over here. I'm going to leave what I'm doing here, and I'm going to go over here and see what's going on with this thing. What a great response, eh? So that's you, see. If you're waiting on God to do something for you, you've been praying, you've been waiting, and nothing's happened with it, you need to believe God. You know, I have in my life many unfulfilled prophecies, and they all run along the same vein, but they're not being fulfilled. I'm waiting. And I've had a lot of discouragement. It's been almost 20 years that I've been on the shelf, off the battleground. Oh, I do this. But to actually be engaged in the kind of stuff that's been in my heart, not there. Oh, almost 20 years. And I hope it's not 40. I'm not getting any younger. I'll be 80 on my next birthday, which is a year away. At any rate, we wait on God, but we wait in faith, expectation. So don't build a tabernacle someplace else. You stay right where you're at until God shows you to do something else. Because He's got a plan, and He's working it out. But He's not in a hurry. Never has been, is not, and will not be in a hurry. He's not intimidated by anything. He's not pressured by your cries. He's not pressured by your moanings, your groanings. He's not pressured by anything. He's free. and he has a time frame, and he'll move in that time frame. You just have to wait. And part of that wait is learning how to be patient, and how to be patient, waiting in faith, believing God. Okay? So, anyway, we see where Moses is. We're about to see his call now and where he goes. Okay? So, bless you. Rejoice.